Shooting infrared doesn't have to be expensive. In today's video, we'll be talking about one of the ways you can get started with infrared photography on a budget. Introducing the Kolari Pocket ZS, the perfect infrared camera for beginners, casual shooters, and all those looking for a way to add infrared to their camera bag for as low as $200. Here at Kolari, we've always believed that infrared photography shouldn't have to be expensive or difficult. When we first started over 15 years ago, we focused on making infrared more accessible through high quality yet low price conversions. This allowed us to offer full spectrum converted point and shoots at an unbeatable price. And now in 2025, we've come full circle with the Kolari Pocket ZS. We will be going over the main features of these cameras and everything you need to know to get the most out of them. The Kolari Pocket ZS kits use the Lumix ZS series cameras as the base, ranging from the ZS1 to the ZS30. Each kit is refurbished, modified to full spectrum, and tested to be fully working with a 1-year warranty by Kolari. Extended warranty options can be found on the product page. With an unbeatable performance to price ratio, these cameras excel for IR, all setting a custom white balance with versatile sharp IR lenses without hotspots, and most models featuring full manual controls. These cameras all share the same form factor, similar lenses, and work well for infrared shooting. While the cameras are not capable of capturing raw images, the full manual controls, lens, and ability to set a custom white balance make this an ideal point and shoot for infrared. Here are the technical specs of these cameras, which can vary somewhat depending on the model you choose. Resolution ranges from 10 to 18 megapixels. For video, we recommend the ZS10 or newer, which supports 1080p. All units cover at least a 25 to 300mm focal range, with newer models extending this range to 24 to 480mm. All models also feature a wide f3.3 aperture, and newer models include features like GPS, touchscreen, and USB charging. Each camera comes with a 52mm threaded lens filter adapter, which allows you to use any 52mm threaded lens filter. The Kolari Pocket ZS comes with a 720nm IR filter that will produce stunning white foliage. However, you can add a 590 in our UV IR cut hot mirror to your kit for only $50. 590nm will produce golden foliage, while the UV IR cut hot mirror will revert your camera to its original configuration, allowing you to take normal visible light photos. When you order a Kolari Pocket ZS, you will receive the full spectrum converted camera, battery, charging equipment, wrist strap, 52mm Kolari threaded filter adapter, and the filter kit of your choice. Here's how to use it. For this demonstration, we'll be using the ZS6, but all other models will have a similar process. Starting with the top of the camera, there's a power button, zoom controls, and mode dial. On the back side is a switch to select between capture and playback, a button for exposure settings, digital zoom, self-timer, exposure value, flash settings, a macro mode, and a menu/set button. Once your camera is powered on, you want to check to see what mode you're in. There is manual, which will give you full control over your image, shutter and aperture priority, program, intelligent auto, motion picture, and custom modes. For this demonstration, we're going to set our camera into manual. There are two menus. The main one, which can be accessed through the large menu button, is where all major adjustments will be made. And the quick menu, that can be accessed by pressing the menu button on the bottom right of the camera. Let's start with setting a custom white balance. Make sure you have the filter you want a white balance for installed. Then press the main menu. Using the silver arrow pad, navigate down to the white balance controls and then select white set. For 720nm and higher, you want to set your white balance on a patch of green foliage or cement. Below 720nm, use a white/gray card. Point your camera at the intended surface and hit the center button to set a custom white balance. The custom white balance can also be changed in the quick menu like so. To change your exposure settings, hit the silver exposure button on the back of the camera. Go right and left to adjust aperture and up and down to adjust shutter speed. ISO is hidden in the quick menu next to white balance. If you tap the display button, you can toggle information/grid lines on the LCD. This is everything you need to know to go out and start shooting some infrared. Once you've shot your images, here's how to edit them. With our 720nm filter straight out of camera, your images should look something like this. We need to do a red-blue channel swap to get to our final image. This can be done manually, or you can download our free false color action suite for Photoshop to streamline the process. It includes 5 actions: the standard channel swap, a channel swap that only keeps the blue color, a 665 to 720 action, a 590 to 665 action, and a 590 to 720 action. For this tutorial, we will be using Photoshop, but the same results can be achieved manually in other programs. Once you have downloaded the false color action suite and opened your image in Photoshop, you will need to import the action suite. Click on the window and actions, or hit the play button on the right side of the screen to bring up the action menu. Click on the top right of the menu, select load action, and then import the false color suite. Keep in mind that these actions are designed to use with images that have not yet been channel swapped with a custom white balance set. To start, make sure the box is checked next to the action suite. Next, select the action you want to run. For this photo, we're going to use the channel swap and only blue color to achieve white foliage and a blue sky. This action is ideal for the 720nm filter. Select the action and then hit play selection. This will apply the effect. You can look at what it's doing to recreate it manually, or just hit OK and apply the effects. Because this image had a great custom white balance, we don't need to make many adjustments in the hues. However, if your foliage is not perfectly white, you can use the auto tone feature and adjust it further by reducing the saturation of the reds, greens, and yellows while increasing their lightness. Now you can make any creative adjustments that fit your personal style. We also offer an infrared LUT pack designed by Pierre-Louis Ferrer that includes 12 different LUTs designed to be used with our infrared filters. This camera is ideal to throw into a backpack, purse, or pocket, so you can be sure to never miss a shot. This form factor allows you to capture spontaneous moments that will be missed with a full-size DSLR or mirrorless camera. There's just something so cool about having such a small, low-key camera capable of capturing unreal infrared images. Just take a look at some of the images captured with the Kolari Pocket ZS. If you have any interest in trying infrared photography, you no longer have an excuse not to give it a shot. Shooting infrared is an incredibly rewarding and satisfying process, and the Kolari Pocket ZS is the perfect way to get started. If you are interested in purchasing one, we will leave a link in the description below. If you have any questions, reach out to our team and we'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.